I'm Casey Buscher, joined with head coach Latricia Trammell. Coach, today is a day that we're playing basketball for something bigger than the sport itself, but for you, when you coach, you're always coaching for something more than basketball. Why is Play for K Night so important to you and to your family?
Yeah, well, 4 years ago, on March 14th, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 3, and 6 months later, she did pass away. Biggest fan. Miss her very much. So this is, again, we always talk about coaching for something bigger. It's always bigger than basketball, and it's an approach that I take with this team. I know a lot of families and friends are affected by cancer, but yeah, this is, I think about her every time I step on the floor.
And for people that may not know, when your mom was diagnosed, you took off a season of coaching on the court and went home, and you were a coach at home for your mother and served as her caregiver. How impactful was that time on your life, and how has it affected you today?
Well, Casey, I want to tell you one thing, that I was so honored and blessed to be able to be there with her from day one until her last breath. And so, yes, I took a season off of coaching to be her caregiver. And you know, when I was sitting there, when the doctor came in, and and he said, "I just want you to know that you do have breast cancer, and I think it's stage 3." I just went into coaching mode. First thing I thought of is, like, what can we do to save her? And so we started researching and trying to get her into different hospitals as soon as we could. But I mean, she was such a positive light. Yeah, well, I keep a notebook, on the bench with all the play calls, and then the scout for the opponent that we're playing, and I always write her name on my notebook, because her and my dad, wherever I was coaching, they were there. They would move there during season. And so I like I said, I think about them every time I step on the court, but that's where making a positive impact for me is important. I want to honor my mother by keeping that smile, keeping that positivity, not disrespecting the game in any way, always being prepared, because like you said, it's always coaching for something bigger.
Play for K Night is a perfect opportunity to bring awareness to breast cancer. So from your experience and what you've learned about this disease, what should women know about breast cancer, and how can they help take precaution in the future when it comes to taking care of themselves?
Yeah, great question. And something that, just going through that experience with my mother, early detection, I really feel is the only key to survival. Mammograms. I get an annual mammogram in her honor every year. I don't care how old you are. You should be doing a self-breast exam. You should be going and getting a physical, having the medical staff do a self-exam on you. It doesn't matter. Cancer doesn't discriminate.
Coach, thank you so much for your vulnerability, and your story is powerful, and you honor your mother every single day.
I appreciate you.
For head coach Latricia Trammell, I'm Casey Buscher.